Hi guys, I have just parked. Oh, I better lock the car. I've just parked in Radda in Chianti. Beautiful, probably my favorite, it's hard, village in Chianti Classico. And very soon you will see what I'm talking about. We're gonna meet my friend Fabrizio. Fabrizio is a local and he has a wine shop and a bar here in town. Actually, I connected with his wife Carolyn because she's English. She's also lived here for a very long time, just like me. She wrote a book also about living here, about her, her life stories and stories, which is great. That if you come here to Bar Dante in Radda in Chianti, you can pick it up.
E mentre marciavi con l'anima in spalle, vedesti un uomo in fondo alla valle che aveva il tuo stesso identico umore, ma la divisa di un altro colore.
So, we are in Radda in Chianti with my friend Fabrizio, and we're right next to his bar, so you can't miss it when you come to Radda. And there's something else as well. Is there still a wine shop?
Definitely. Definitely.
Because Fabrizio is not only from here, he's also the wine expert of Radda in Chianti.
Well, also for the whole Chianti Classico.
Exactly. So I thought it would be a good idea to take a little trip around. We'll walk around Radda.
Okay.
You'll show us the highlights and perhaps introduce us to a few people that you know around here.
Okay.
Tell us where to eat. Tell us where we should drink a glass of wine. I mean, certainly.
Well, definitely. Ciao, Caro. Definitely, Bar Dante is one place.
Yeah.
Also, you can even drink a glass of Chianti Classic, nice wine in the wine shop.
Yep.
Which when you can find me there, because I'm never always there. But
You're
in
a
the morning,
busy man.
in the morning, I'm always there until 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Then I just go home and have a nap.
Drinker.
Yes. I just
Then you have a nap.
Then I have a nap, and then I come back here around 6-ish.
Okay, and it's 6 now, so that's
6
good.
9, that's exactly what it is. So if you want to start walking around,
yes, let's
and I'll
do
tell
that.
you. So this is Radda in Chianti. This is the entrance of the town. This is called Porta Fiorentina. Okay, this used to be an ancient castle. Used to be a door, so the door here led to Florence. And on the other side, where we will probably end up walking by, is going to be Porta Aretina. And Porta Aretina is lead to Arezzo. The history, we have some history about Radda in Chianti. In 1001, when Radda was called Ratta, okay? So since then we have documentation of this place becoming very, very important. All around the wall, around this way, maybe you can walk later on or something, you will see the actual fortification of the village. Okay, this was the fortification of the Florentine. We used to belong to Florence, okay, and as you know, Florence and Siena used to be always at war to each other. For nearly 200 years, they always fought for this land, and eventually they found a way to put an end to this war, and then Radda in late 1800 became under the Sienese influence. Radda as well, we have in Radda we have a fantastic town hall, which used to be the house of the mayor, Casa del Podestà. This fantastic place has been there since 1200, but the Podestà started living there since 1400, and all the coat of arms. Oh, this one you can show. First of all, I can show you. This is the wine shop.
This is the
okay.
beautiful wine shop.
This is the beautiful. Yeah, definitely. This one here, it's a.
Do you have the keys?
Oh yeah, I have a key.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we can just. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
Oh my God, I'm seeing Magnum.
Look at it. You can take a Magnum, 3, 6, 9 liters.
You guys, this is amazing. Oh, and it's air conditioned because the wine needs to be in a good shape. Let me have it with the people where the wine is.
So this is my place where I usually. But I wouldn't call this work. I would just call this passion, and just come here in the morning and enjoy myself. Of course, all the wines must be laid properly this way. Plus, you can even have a glass of wine. We have the Enoteca machine. People can decide, so they serve at the perfect temperature, and they can sit by the window. They can sit by the window when the window is open. You have the beautiful flower seats. You can just sit here and sip your glass of wine. And if you like, I'm a very passionate man about also good food, and also we have a fantastic prosciutto di cinta senese, which people can enjoy. This is absolutely fantastic. This cinta senese, as you know, it's an ancient pig. Belonged to Siena since the 1500. Is also one of the only pig probably named put into of the paintings of the Buon Governo in Siena. It's absolutely this kind of pig, which is a black pig with a band around, white band around. So this one here is absolutely.
So this you have to taste. And
oh, this is.
I know cinta senese really well. I love it.
This one here, it's this kind of pig. It's this kind of prosciutto. It's aged for 24 months before we can serve it. Okay, then we go into the jewel room. This is the jewel room. All the fantastic wines from Tuscany, Montalcino, Barolo Barbaresco. Plus, like I said, being very, very passionate, I also have many wines from France. Yes, we specialize in Burgundy and Bordeaux, but I don't keep so much Bordeaux here because it's too expensive. So I keep them in the cellar. So this one here is also everything, all the Burgundy, and here some of the Bordeaux, Cheval Blanc, Chateau Latour, Lynch-Bages, anything, Lafite, but everything mostly is in the cellar. But also plus. Good things all over the world. Madeira, seen from 1920s. Vintage port. My hobby in the winter when I don't have so much work, I build up cars, model cars. Plus, I'm also passionate and I love whiskey. So you can have all the different whiskey from mostly, of course, Scotland, but also Italy. This is the first Italian whiskey ever made from Trentino Alto Adige. It's called Puni. Then, Japanese whiskey and so on. Plus, for the Americans, we also have Old Rip Van Winkle, Pappy Van Winkle. This is fellow Americans, they probably know this whiskey very well because it's impossible to get. And we only have one bottle left, unfortunately. But the other one, I had to sell it, Castiglione del Bosco, they made me an offer I couldn't refuse, so I had to sell it. Also, one nice place to have lunch or dinner is La Bottega di Giovannino. We know each other since 42 years.
42?
Yes, 42 years since we...
Years old.
Yeah, well, no, actually, I'm 68 years old. I'm 68, so
Must
40
be all
years.
the good wine.
Yeah, exactly, it must be the good wine. 40 years ago, I was 28 when I got the bar. Nearly 41 years ago when I got the bar, and then I met Giovannino, which is used to be a tobacconist and in a grocery shop, and then he retired, and the son and daughter took over and made sort of a trattoria, osteria, where you can have a nice lunch and dinner. So as I was saying, this is a Palazzo del Podestà. This is a fantastic building, and this is the mayor house, and all the coat of arms that you see in front of the building are all the coat of arms of the mayor of the Podestà, living this place from 1300 until 1790. Okay, and the most important was Francesco Ferrucci, which is also the square. The square was named after him. He lived this building. As you know, Francesco Ferrucci was a very famous condottiere of Florence. And also down here, the building used to have the cells after in the 1700, when became so famous, Radda, this building was also held as a courthouse. So that's why you have to have the prisons down, the cells down below. And then the courthouse ended when Tuscany became the first country in the world to abolish death penalty in 1880. Okay? The church and the fountain we can see in front of here, this is not very old, but this is a late 1800. But was the particularity about this building, these two buildings, the church and the fountain, was made by a famous architect of Rome, Caccadè. Okay, inside the building, inside the church, we have a 1300 lignite crucifixion, which is very, very beautiful. But now the church is closed, so we cannot see it. And as you can see in front of the church, the sign of Radda, the coat of arms of Radda, is the 3 trees. So you can see it right in front of the church. When I got the bar in 1984, we only had 2 bars, me and Caffè Sandy on the other side. And you should have seen, the only tourists that we used to get rarely were some Germans. Okay, and that's about it. And then the developments of the tourism started in the late 90s, when people from America, from all over the world, became so famous. Also the English, because the English took part of the developments of this. Married an English, but also the English woman. Also because I met her because a lot of English, they were coming to Tuscany, to Chianti, because of the play, the movie, Summer's Lease by John Gielgud. I think it was John Gielgud, played by John Mortimer. I mean, and that's why a lot of people came here because of this movie. And that's why my wife, she came and I met her because of the movie. But I was lucky because she was supposed to go in Monte San Savino, but in the place where they rented it, it wasn't ready for when they came. So they upgraded them to a villa nearby. That's why she came here. Otherwise, it would have never been possible, this thing with Carolyn, this relation with Carolyn. So the development started in the late 90s. I remember, you can also read it on the book, it wasn't very busy in those days. Oh, this is this is the church bell. This is the...
so it's a half hour.
Yes, exactly. This is that one. And so that wouldn't be possible. The work wasn't very, very much. So the development started in the late 90s with a lot of the help of Carolyn, and then we built up this business with her, and then the developments of the tourists in Radda. Now we have just in the center, this hotel here, that one, and the one below, and the one in front of the cafe. We have 4 4-star hotel.
In a small town of how many people?
Well, Radda in total are now 1,400 people. We used to be 1,700, but unfortunately Italians don't do babies anymore. So instead of growing, we decrease. So now we have 1,400 people, but counting most of the little villages around. Radda in itself, I think Radda center might count maybe 50, 60 people, that's all. So a lot of people, a lot of buildings are for hotel or Airbnb. And it's becoming, you can see now is everyone is open. A lot of the hotels are open, restaurants, cafe open. But as the middle of November,
it closes down.
It closes down. We are probably, me and the Cafe Dante and the Cafe 𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐦 probably are the only, and the butcher probably the only place you can have lunch or dinner, because a lot of people just close. Anima, is a town without soul. Because in the winter, you walk through the town and it's deserted. And also, if you're interested, this building next to it is for sale.
Oh.
Okay? I believe it's 1.8 million.
1.8.
Yeah, but this is to buy it, and then you need to restore it.
Tell me about
It's probably more than 1.8 million to restore it.
Oh yeah.
I think so. I think because you never know. You know when you buy the building, but you never know what's going to find inside. What kind of work is going to find it.
Have you restored your own house?
No, we bought a new one.
Oh, okay.
We bought a new one because we had a new house in Radda, but in the early 2000s we have a beautiful home, but no beautiful looking Radda about 5 kilometers from here, but we didn't have any garden. So we wanted to have a little garden, so we went and we, somebody's playing inside here.
Yeah, nice.
And so we, being Radda in a protected area, so no houses have been built. And so we had to move to the next village, which is 10 kilometers away. Carolyn Chambers, and that's where we bought this new house. We bought it on the project, but at least we have two gardens and a pool.
And
so
that's
a pool,
nice.
yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
And no trouble.
No trouble whatsoever. So this is a
Lovely shop.
this is a fantastic shop. Yeah, always buy if you want to buy gadgets or kitchen appliances, everything, or kitchen tools, everything you need. This is a fantastic, and it's owned by this man here, which is called Offerta. This man is called Offerta. This guy with a white shirt is called Offerta because he used to Offerta, which means offer, special offer, because he used to work at the co-op. That's why every person in this country has a nickname.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay.
What's yours?
My name is a little piglet, Maialino. Maialino, because for a very strange thing happened when I was 13 years old, and I was working during the summer as a builder with my brothers and this guy, and as you know, when you are 13 years old, you know, especially in August when it's very hot, you don't feel like working very much. So I was a little bit lazy. But imagine 13 years old. And this guy said, "Oh, you are so lazy. I want to give you this nickname, Maialino." And I said, "Why Maialino?" Because this is a very ancient story. Maso del Bozzolo, Bozzolo is the farm of Poggerino. You know what Poggerino is?
Yes, I do.
The name is, the house where they sell the wine is called Bozzolo. Because he said Maso del Bozzolo, which was a guy who used to keep pigs and cows. He said he had a pig which was very lazy, that when they eventually got to kill him, he was so lazy that he didn't even scream. And in those days, he didn't have a gun to kill the piglet. They had to kill it with a knife they had to go through the throat, and go punch the heart.
Okay, so you have to be at least 18 to watch this?
No. I mean, for us, when we used to be, my dad and all the all relatives, my uncle, everyone used to kill a pig. It was absolutely a festival. It was a treat because you start eating some meat because we didn't eat much meat before. So there was, even if it was very fatty, it didn't matter as long as it was meat. So the first thing when you kill a pig, the first thing when you hang it and you clean it all up, the first thing you do is the tegamata. Tegamata, you take the meat from the chick, okay, and then you cook it into a big pan with tomatoes, and then lots of bread, and that used to be our first treat with and then after that, of course, you get the ribs, pork chops. It was, the winter is always happening in the winter, and for us, the winter was absolutely a fantastic treat to have this kind of eating meat. This is the first small brewery in La Villa, which is only 1 kilometer away. So we have our own brewery in Radda. So this is CHIANTI Fighters.
With CHIANTI Brew Fighters, we are a very small brewery here in Radda, and we start in 2016. And the name CHIANTI Brew Fighters is like a joke because the guys, when they were younger, there was like a band, a music band, and they are super fan of Foo Fighters, so it's like a joke with the names. Yeah.
Very good.
È buona, è buonissima. It's very nice. I love it. We have it at the bar. They come. We serve the glasses, but the bottle. But like I said, it's Carolyn taking care of everything. I don't want to do anything. Io sono del Bar Dante.
Ok,
Sì, il Bar Dante. Io sono il fondatore, ma adesso sì, io vado un po' la mattina a fare la panzanella, a fare la bruschetta, perché ormai la bruschetta è famosa da tutto il mondo. C'è gente che vengono dal mare solo a Radda per mangiare la mia bruschetta. Usiamo solo piccadilli. Conosci i piccadilli?
Sì,
quel ciliegino dolcissimi. E uso una macchina, perché spesso quando fa la bruschetta la taglia a mano, pezzettoni grossi, no? Va lasciata, la bruschetta va lasciata macerare almeno un giorno insieme alle spezie, origano, sale, pepe, basilico, un giorno. Per me è meravigliosa, ma non perché la fui io, ma perché proprio siamo. E poi la porto a casa e la porto a casa, ho una ciotola. Quando non ho voglia di cucinare a casa, la porto a casa, la metto in una zuppiera, ci cuocio lo spaghetto e ce lo butto dentro così, bruschetta fredda, spaghetto caldo. Ci metto l'extra aglio quando lo faccio io, perché io uno spaghetto d'estate per me è meraviglioso, Ciao bello, grazie. Okay, so this is so we're going to end up the tour. Also, we're going to go around the town. We're going to end up the tour, like I said before, Porta Aretina. So this one here, the one we see, this castle here, the entrance of the castle is Porta Aretina, because this road used to lead to Arezzo. Buongiorno, signore. Buongiorno. It's a very nice shop about. No, che fai? Stai a sedere, ma stai a sedere. Ma mira, come si dice? I'm getting too old, and I have a problem with remembering names.
Me too.
Sort of a gift shop and herboristeria. Ciao. So this is the entrance of the Porta Fiorentina, Aretina. In front of us, we have my opponent, the Cafe Sampoli Lapis.
Great competition.
Yeah, great competition, but he's a friend of us. We are friends, and we were the only two cafe for many, many, many years. Now there are so many. Now this is a little corner trattoria, Olinto. This one here, today is Wednesday, so this one here is also another La Bottega di Colle Vereto. Is closed on Wednesday. And here we have this Casa Porciati, Alimentari Casa Porciati, which is, we went to school together. We took different, he wanted to have a grocery shop, and I want to have a sort of a restaurant business, so I went to the restaurant, and he has a grocery shop. Then every Wednesday we have this great man here, which is called Arduino. Arduino is a great vegetable. It's a great vegetable shop market. Every Wednesday he's here from 7 o'clock. Okay, he's got all kinds of goodies. Fantastic. He also has has figs and porcini as well. Porcini is not, then has all kinds of. Look how many types of.
Only on Wednesday.
Only on Wednesday, yes, only on Wednesday.
So we can see the Piccadillys that you were talking
yes,
about.
This is yes, these are the Piccadilly.
Ah, there they are.
These are the Piccadilly.
Yeah.
These are the Piccadilly. That's the only I make the bruschetta only with those.
Piccadillys, guys.
Yeah. So so like I was telling you before, this is the wall, which was the fortification of the village. So this wall can only be restored. Nothing can be done about this wall. We are walking to this beautiful little building. This is, first of all, this is an amazing valley. This is Castello di Volpaia, up the hill. Okay, this valley is absolutely amazing. But this one here is, you can see it, this is called La Ghiacciaia Granducale. La Ghiacciaia Granducale. You heard that? Yeah, you heard that. La Ghiacciaia Granducale was built by the Grand Duke of Tuscany, Cosimo, in the northern parts of the villages where they used to had the snow. Okay, why that? Because they used to keep they used to have compound the snow to make ice, and then they used to be shipped to Florence with special, very fast carts, blocks of ice wrapped with straw, and they used to take this to the markets in Florence to keep their rates, all the vegetables and meats fresh. Now it's closed, but what happened was we have a two-story high building. The snow used to be thrown down into this. Now it's closed because people otherwise they fall down in the ground. Exactly. They used to throw snow into this hole. Then they compound it in the second room below, and then they store it in the last room below. And they kept the ice, kept it for the whole summer. Wow. The whole summer. As you can see how deep it is. I know it's a, but you can see how deep it is. You know, this is quite steep.
It is really. It's what, 10 meters, 12 meters?
It should be around 12 meters. On the right side, you can see Castello di Albola. Castello d'Albola. That's it's a very ancient castle, and it used to be owned by the Pazzi family of Florence. Pazzi family was the competitors of the Medici family in order of wealth, because they managed the wealth of the Vatican City. Okay, and that's why they kept this castle for many, many years, and then went to the Ginori family, and then after that, after the Ginori, was bought by Gianni Zonin, which is a big producer of Prosecco and other white wine from Veneto, and is still in his own hands. The typical wine from Radda becoming sort of a subzone of like in Burgundy. Okay, the elevation, what it makes the big difference is the elevation that we have.
How high up are we?
Okay, we are in Radda. Radda in itself is 530 meters over the sea level, Volpaia is 600 meters of sea level, the same as Castello d'Albola.
So those are some of the highest lying vineyards in
Exactly.
all of Chianti Classico.
Exactly. We are together with Lamole. I think Volpaia and Castello d'Albola are the highest elevation in vineyard in Chianti Classico.
Yeah.
And this elevation, unfortunately, with this change of climate, it's what gives the wine the particularity freshness because of the elevation. In Radda, for example, as you know, maybe a lot of people, because we're very famous in Radda about the Fattoria di Montevertine, le pergole torte. Le pergole torte, Montevertine e Pian del Ciampolo. And that little farm, see the lake down there, and if you go across the little hill with all the cypresses, that's Montevertine. And that part of the vineyard in front of the, where you see those lines of cypresses, and beyond, that's the old vineyard for le pergole torte. Le pergole torte started in 1978, when the father of Martino Manetti came out of the Consorzio Chianti Classico, because he wanted to have the a pure wine only with Sangiovese. In those days, if you remember, the Chianti Classico was made with 4 types of grapes: Sangiovese, Trebbiano, Malvasia, Canaiolo. And he wanted to be only Sangiovese. And they came out, so since then came out with this wine, which was le pergole torte. And since then, the pergole torte is becoming so popular and so famous that everyone from all over the world they just come here to try to buy le pergole torte.
I love that.
They try to. Yeah, because it's
how many bottles do you
25.
get a year?
Well, I get here. We used to get 60 bottles. Now we get 18. This year I got 18 bottles.
That's it.
That's
for the whole year.
For the whole year, 18 bottles.
And you are you.
And that's me. I've been buying wine for 40 years from them.
Yeah.
Okay, we are a little bit. Me and Porciati, we are a little bit more lucky because we are in Radda. We get 18 bottles. Last year we got 24. This year 18. I hope next year.
Did you do something wrong?
I don't know. Unfortunately, I know. It's not my fault, but
no.
But unfortunately, the quantity of wine produced, the demand is so high, and the world is so big. 25,000 bottles is not much. Yeah. It is not much. So that is le pergole torte. And now, I mean, that kind of wine, it doesn't matter how much it costs. Exactly. People will always buy. Now it goes for 280 euro a bottle. Tonight I'll go back home and I will pick the cucumbers and make tzatziki.
I did that the other day and it was fantastic.
Oh my God. Extra garlic because Carolyn's not here, so it doesn't matter if my exactly. But she likes it as well. But as well doesn't make too much.
As to restaurants here, do you have any suggestion for people or?
As a restaurant, they all okay.
There's no like Michelin.
No. Unfortunately, here all the restaurants are fairly good. Yeah. Okay, nothing extravagant. There is a place which is very nice. It's in La Villa. In La Villa is called Vinosteria. I like that. I like that very much. But you have to make a reservation, and because it's only the couple, husband and wife, and she's in the kitchen, he's in the dining room, and they don't take too many reservations because.
I hope you guys enjoyed this trip around Radda with Fabrizio. I learned so many things that I didn't know, and I've lived here for 30 years. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you
for sharing.
And welcome when you come to Radda.
Yes, you know where to go.
Where to go, everything.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Thanks so much for watching along. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel.